Home AC, Florida Home AC, FloridaHomeAC.com. AC.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the sports den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hang out.
It is 8 o'clock on a Sunday night. So much to hate on coming out of this. Probably, you know what? We talk about ABC all the time, but one of the key things to just feeling functional is being hydrated. Right?
Yeah.
We're both like borderline addictive water drinkers. Both drink probably more water than we should. So it just fits that we have a new partnership with a water company. Right?
Yeah. Hydrate yourself. Alcavita water. Go to alcavita.life. Yeah, that's right. Alcavita.life. You can order it online, or there's different shops around the city, but one that they're really pushing right now is in Regency. It's a store called One Bridge. They're going to actually have a pop-up shop on the 17th.
Okay.
Where you can come meet the people and try the water out.
From Alcavita?
From Alcavita. I think the water is amazing. Because we got to talk about what we're hating on, but I told them straight up, if it sucks,
we don't do it. I'm
not going to do it. Mm-hmm. You don't have enough money to pay me. I drink a lot of water too, but if it sucks, I'm not going to promote it. So I might talk about you. But it definitely doesn't suck. It's really good.
It's the Popeyes of water.
I'm going to give them a little bit more than Popeyes.
Oh, because you were hot on Popeyes.
You mean like the chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah, It's up. It's chicken sandwich up there. It's the chicken sandwich of alkaline water, which if you go look into the benefits of alkaline water, it helps with gut health, which is something that a lot of people gotta get. So I'm a big proponent of it. Local company. I mean, locally distributed here. So Alcavita.life, Alcavita water, alkaline water.
You'll be hearing a lot about them here in the coming days, weeks, months, hopefully years with the Sports Den. The score of the New Orleans-Detroit game today was 35-29. Is there anything that sticks out to you about that score?
I know New Orleans was getting the brakes beat off of a 14-0 in the beginning.
That score has never happened before.
35 to what?
29.
Really?
Yeah.
Throughout all the years, no score.
In the NFL, that is the first time 35-29 a game has ended with that. Isn't that wild? Mm-hmm. There's a Twitter account that literally just keeps up with this that I follow. That every year, every week, they're like, okay, what are the odds we're going to end up with the score? And today, 35-29. It's the 1,057th unique final score in NFL history.
I wonder what other scores haven't happened.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look into that.
Obviously 1-2.
Well, it can't be.
Yeah, I'm saying it's impossible.
Right.
So
right. I would assume that most to two have, like 35-2, I'm sure has never happened. You know what I mean? I would assume that most to two has never happened. 8 o'clock, 382 on the Lifetime of Closers text line. 8 o'clock, local media that hypes up every Jags player that shows promise, and in reality, 95% of this roster wouldn't start on any other team.
95%? What's 95%?
Yeah, that's false.
I mean,
I can name you. I can name you several that would start. Yeah.
Is it 53 times 0.95? Nah, there's 50 players.
I mean, there's more than 3 that would start on another team.
Yeah. I guess.
Yes. That's all right, 382. That's all right. I mean, listen, here's the thing about being in the local media. Like, when we go to these practices and stuff, you can only report with what you see. I mean, you can't, like, I was one of the ones that last year, you were there. I mean, Nick Foles looked unbelievable in camp.
He made some great throws.
Unbelievable. Gardner Minshew looked terrible in camp.
In camp, Gardner Minshew, you suggested that Gardner Minshew might be throwing with the wrong hand.
Yes, I did.
Like, it's one, what are you supposed to say?
Mm-hmm.
considered pessimists, even though we're realists for the most part. But I'm not going out there with the intentions to not see improvement. If somebody looks good at that moment, then damn it, they look good at that moment. That's all you can report. You don't know until you see them against others.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
And to suggest that, even right now, to suggest that James Robinson isn't looking good would be a lie.
Right.
To suggest that C.J. Henderson's first few games, he didn't look like he had promise would be a lie.
DJ Chark,
who we said was a glorified gunner.
Right. For the first year.
For the first year was a Pro Bowler his second year.
Mm-hmm.
See, good. Actually, they just made me remember what my hate o'clock is.
Oh, okay.
And this is not, they're not telling us, they're not lying. They're not telling a fib. There are people who go around and sing too many praises, but it's more so because they hate the people that left. And they're looking for something to help cope because their relationship life, they've never been broken up with by a pretty girl. It happens. I've had my heart broke.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really heart broke, but I've had somebody that was gorgeous that I no longer am with, obviously.
Okay.
You get over it. If you're sitting there looking at who they're with and trying to your life is going to be miserable. But there is a, I won't let you sit here and say everybody in the media or even the majority of the media isn't being as fair and reflective as they possibly can. You are choosing to consume what you want, one, and two, you're making it up because there are because of the people who portray to be media. Everybody with a podcast ain't media. I'm not knocking you the podcast. I'm not telling you don't do the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that there's only a few that aren't in, like we joke about it. If my man Dilla say it,
mm-hmm.
then damn it, Dilla said it. And I'm gonna roll with Dilla. Outside of Dilla, ain't nobody else that I'm really, Wig is considered media. So outside of them, and they're not pumping sunshine.
Well, I think Wig would agree with this too. Like, if you do something only when you want to, so like if we were able to do a show when only we felt like we had content that needed to have a show done,
right?
Like, that's not media. Coming in here every 2 nights when you got nothing to talk about. And you've got to find something to talk about on the Jags, or in Frangie's case, 3 and sometimes 4 hours a day. And you've got to find something to talk about, because if we talk about baseball or basketball or anything like that, all of you wig out. You know what? Sometimes maybe we do promote a player because we got to talk about them.
But what I'm saying too, yeah, but that's even few and far in between. My thing is this: is that it's the hater it's the man. Remember how they used to, the man is who is the man?
Which man?
Which man? It's haters do this. Who is hating on you on social media? Let me tell you about what social media is an algorithm that basically follows your behaviors.
Mm.
So if all you see is negativity,
right, that's what you're clicking on.
That's what you're clicking on.
Yep.
This is what I'm going to tell you to do to help you. To help preserve your hairline and your skin. Be more positive. Drink some damn Alcavita alkaline water and stay moisturized. And don't let these skeezers bother you so much. That's how you keep your hairline regenerated. Not the LeBron James way, where you got to put fake stuff in there. But if you're sitting here wondering about all it is, dude, because it's really your imagination. It's really I promise you. Because there's only a couple guys that anybody, if somebody's telling you that Fabio cat is the next greatest safety,
Andrew Wingard,
then bro, I question who you follow.
Right.
Block that person.
Right.
Don't mute them, block them.
Right.
Because they're a terrorist. James Robinson is the one who consistently everybody's saying is good.
Yep.
We can as a family,
yes,
say we watch this,
yes,
and that's good.
Give him a raise now.
He's got more touchdowns in 4 games than we got the rushing touchdowns that I think we had all season from the running back position. He's got
Is
3.
that right?
I think he's got 3 already. He had 2.
Yeah, if they announce tomorrow they've signed James Robinson to an extension, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Laviska shows flashes, but I don't hear anybody saying Laviska's the next Jimmy Smith.
Mm-hmm.
We're just saying that he's explosive, and if you couldn't watch that, if you see football and you think he's a duck, and I'd have to respectfully disagree with you,
right?
Because I can at least see the flashes.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to CJ put T.Y. Hilton. Well, now it doesn't look. Now having T.Y. on my fantasy team, basically it's looking like T.Y.'s having a bad season. But at that point, T.Y. Hilton was considered one of the foremost wide receivers that was coming into this.
CJ's done some good things. Yeah, he really had one bad game.
So like nobody's really bragged about Clavon except for the potential. Which again, if you listen to our show, we've told you what potential.
I just got done putting Josh Allen on blast. So I mean, we don't need.
I don't like I said. I don't just relax, man. Have a Coke and a smile and enjoy it.
A bunch of people.
Excuse me. Have some Alcavita and smile and enjoy it.
A bunch of people hating on Jags ownership.
Fair.
Yep, I can go with you there.
But I'm gonna tell you this: that ain't changing. That's the thing that sucks, though. Like all we can do is hope. He ain't selling the team.
No. I'll get back to the one that just came in because I want to get back to this other one. A lot of people hating on Todd Wash.
Fair.
Yes.
That thing that you had, that thing is really. I've been trying to focus and be professional, but on the inside, I've been giggling, man.
What?
The Toy Story.
Oh,
it's a Todd Wash. It's like there's a thing where the Toy Story 3, I think, right?
I don't know.
Whatever. The last Toy Story, the little spoon thing, Spork is talking to Woody. He says, "I know what you are. You're like me. You're trash." He said that's Todd Wash talking to the defense.
We got a Knowles offensive line 8 o'clock. We'll get to that tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, baby.
Yep. What? Josh Allen sucked for 2 years before this year. Maybe they're. Oh, okay, fair. You're talking about the Buffalo Josh.
Trash
Allen.
Josh.
Yeah, I think sucked is a strong word.
His rookie year wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't great.
Last year wasn't.
But boy, is he balling this year.
Oof.
226, Denny and James, I think we're going to be lucky to win another game. Hate to say that, but I think it's the way this is going to be.
I'm with you. Take that mindset because what happens is that's my mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Having no expectations. But it's difficult to be that bad in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
They are as bad as they are. No, that's why it's only been one team that's gone defeated.
Yeah, they're going to win a couple. You know what? Wait, I'm going to cut this off for a second because I remember my 8 o'clock. When people quote analytics.
Like Pro Football Focus?
No, like the 2-point conversion play when you're down 14.
Oh, yeah.
And then Doug was asked about it after the game. He quotes analytics. And there's something that I need people to understand about this analytics stuff in football. Do we have the Minshew sound or the Doug Marrone sound on that? I don't think we do. He talks about the analytics are, well, we score, we're down by 14, we score. Now we're down by 8. If we make that 2-point conversion, then the next, time we put more pressure on them, then it gives us a better chance to win the game. There's a key thing there, and it's if we make it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like analytics go out the window when you're not a very good football team. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you this, Doug, and y'all should be getting off the plane soon, so I hope you're listening because I want you to hear this. Your analytics are different than the Seattle Seahawks analytics. I know the numbers are the numbers, but you got to listen to me and you got to understand this in a bigger picture to understand analytics. You don't have Russell Wilson. You don't have Chris Carson. You don't have all these guys. You don't have a defense that's going to get a stop the next time.
Right.
You don't have any of that stuff. You have to play a different way than what the good teams' analytics tell you that they can play by. That analytics only works if when you line the ball up on that 3-yard line, you get it more often than you don't. And you don't get it more often. Doug, for you, it's a 25% chance you're going to pick that up. For them, it's a 51% chance.
Analytics is what Belichick did when he went for it on fourth down a few times. Remember a couple years ago? And the analytics were you'll be in just as good a position if you punt it. But you also haven't seen Bill Belichick do that consistently. Again, this is the theory and practice of football stuff that I was talking about. Common sense. Sometimes you have to use common sense. And in that situation, actually, common sense and your ability to call plays. Not saying Jay Gruden isn't much improved, but remember last year when you could have easily tied a game and forget the analytics, the momentum suggested that you had it.
Yep.
You scored, you kicked the field, you kicked the extra point, you probably go into overtime, you have a chance to win. But you go for two, and if you would have got it, you would have been a hero. But you lost the game. And you're not. Right now, you have to put yourself in between momentum and analytics in the best position to win. And you've been down, you've been playing down. Go ahead and make it to where it's simple. It's 7. And if you feel like going for 2 on the second go around, that's what you do. But again, you're actually even with that, you're going analytics. But again, common sense on that drive. And I saw people tell me that too. You're not even using good clock management. You're, instead of deading the ball, or spiking the ball, you're literally wasting 12 seconds.
Well, if you're going to go full analytics,
play.
You should have kicked a field goal when you got on the 35-yard line.
Exactly. You should have just went on ahead. Again,
you're using analytics as an excuse for a crappy play call.
It was a boneheaded call.
You always you just don't chase points. That's beyond analytics. That's a fact. Now, if you would have had this dope 2-point play that you've been working on, that you scouted Cincinnati on and went, man, there's no way they can cover this, and you'd have brought that out, we'd all have been like, cool. But you didn't. You threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't even to where your guy had separation.
No.
It was an easy throw, and you know that he's going to get tackled unless it's a great effort.
We have a ton of people giving their thoughts on Gardner Minshew and should the Jags draft a quarterback or not. You want to get to that?
Yeah, we can get down on the other side.
All right. Let's get to that. I want to read y'all's thoughts, and I've got a couple thoughts on y'all's thoughts. We'll do that coming up next.